Welcome to Catholic Views. I'm your host, Renae Kranz. On today's show, we have Father Dwayne Kaiser back in the studio. He's going to share with us the story of how he got his call to the priesthood and what he has experienced as a priest so far. He was a great guest a few weeks ago, so really excited to have you hear another interview with him. Hope you'll join us for that. First, we have some Biblical Bites with Dr. B, who's sitting right across from me.
Yes.
Getting ready to be out of town for a few weeks, so we had to record this
Don't
early.
tell people.
Oh, yes. we have to record a little early because
Right,
he'll be gone.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah.
terrible.
But people are watching this. They didn't know that. Frankly, I'm back by the time they're hearing this, Renee.
That's true.
Yeah.
But then
So-
I'll be gone.
Anyway.
Anyway.
By the way, Father got the call via Rotary.
What?
Rotary phone. Never
Oh, my gosh.
mind. No, he's not.
That was
old.
terrible.
He's not
Was that a dad joke?
Maybe. It's the 60th Sunday Ordinary Time today, the 23rd of July, though. First reading is what I want to focus on.
Okay.
Today. First reading is from the Book of Wisdom. And this is the first line. It's chapter 12, verse 13. It's the first line from the reading that we hear at Mass. There is no God besides you, who have the care of all. And it goes on from there. So there's no God besides you who have the care of all. I think there's something that most of us don't think about when it comes to the people of God over the course of time growing in the understanding of who God is. So, do you know where I'm going?
Well, because this makes it sound like there's more than one God.
Right. Like, there's no other God who cares for everything like
Right.
you do, O
Right.
Lord. Oh, so the implication being there are other gods. So the people of Israel, the people of the Old Testament, in the Old Testament, the Israelites, of course, God revealed Himself to Abraham, and then through all the other patriarchs. So and then all the big Old Testament important figures in the Old Testament. So the God of Israel is Yahweh. The Lord who revealed Himself to their forefathers, to Abraham, or to Moses in the burning bush, and so on. But for the Israelites, they're thinking, all right, this is our God, and then the Egyptians and the Babylonians and the Assyrians and they all have their gods, but our God, this is our God.
Right.
Well, then over time, they've got their gods, but our God is the best God. And then over time, they realized, our God, in fact, is the only God.
Right.
So there was a growth in understanding of the Israelites were always, they weren't technically monotheists. They had their God. They didn't worship multiple gods.
Right.
But there's a technical term for this that I can't remember right now. But they believed that there were all sorts of gods, but their God was first of all theirs, and then their God was the greatest.
Okay.
And then they realized, there's actually no other
Right.
God. So with that, though, the thing that I want to emphasize, so wisdom, the Book of Wisdom, written just a few centuries before Jesus, is actually at this final stage of realizing all the other gods are, in fact, not deities.
Right.
They're either just human creations, literal statues or whatever, or they're demons.
Oh.
That's if
Okay.
there's anything, quote-unquote, supernatural
I
going
didn't see that
on,
coming. Okay.
it's demonic.
Okay.
Which, if you look at some of the cultures in the ancient world, was definitely the case.
Sure.
But the change, what this means for the Israelites is, okay, we've got our God and you got your gods. But no, our God is in fact the God of everybody. He's not just for us. He's for everyone. And Jesus breaks that wide open when He comes. He's not just for the Jews. He's for everyone.
Really great stuff, Dr. B. I didn't know that before. Thanks.
You bet.